Alright, so now we're just going to do some X and Y tables and graphs. Pretty simple, and then we're going to do the graphing one-step equations. So I'll slide right over to those. So these are the X and Y tables and graphs. Okay, I actually already started this a little bit on the last video, I guess. So I'm going to finish filling out this table here. So X and Y, 0, X of 0, Y of 3, X of 1, Y of 4, and X of 2, Y of 5. Okay, you're going to see them with parentheses around them all the time like that. That is called an ordered pair, okay, or coordinates. All right, so all we're going to do is we're just going to graph this and then do a straight line. So I like to do just 2 points, possibly the furthest ones away, and then draw the line and check the other points to that. So let's start with this one right here, -1, +2. So I'm going to go -1, +2. So that is right there. That's the first point. And the next one is +2, +5. So I'm going down here to the last one. Okay. +2, +2, +1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. So I'm going to go to right there. And then I'm going to create my line as good as I can. That's a little crooked. Try that again. Right there. Okay, so then I can just actually check the other points on the line. Okay, so I'm going to look at that green one there, 0, 3, 0, right there, up 3, 1, 2, 3, and yes, it lands right there on the line. The next one is 1, 4, X of 1, Y of 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and yes, it lands right there on the line. Okay, so, sorry, don't know why that's doing that. Let's look at the next one. You'll notice that it doesn't have the Y for some of them, because how many points do you need to make a line? All you need is 2. Alright, so the first one is -1, -3. The next one is 0, -2. So we can actually graph those two, draw the line, and then find the other Y values, right? We don't know that. We don't know that. We could probably figure it out, right? Just by looking, how did we get from X to Y? How did we get from X to Y? Some of you may have already noticed it's -2. But we can do it just by plotting on the coordinate plane the points and then drawing the line, and then we can find all points that go along with it. So the first one is -1, -3, so I'm going to plot that. A little hard to see here. -1, -1, 2, 3, right there. Right there. Not real sure what happened to this graph, sorry. The next one is 0 and -2. 0 and -2, which is right there. -2. So from there, especially if this was on paper, but you know we're not really using paper this year, so if it was on paper, I could take and nicely draw my line. So I'm going to draw my line there. Now I can actually find this Y by going X +1. So X +1, and then where is it? It's right there. So it's hard to tell, but that is a -1. So 1, -1. Then the next one, we go X of 2, and see where the line is. I'll change colors for 1, 1, 2, and there's the line. Y is 0, so that should be X of 2, Y of 0. Okay, that should help you pretty much on those. Let's see here. This one's a little funky right here. I think that one's probably going to be 1. The only problem is I don't know the rule. It has to be 0. Maybe 2, 2. Not sure. I'm thinking it has to be like +0 or something like that. So I'm just going to kind of give you that one there. Okay, just plot that. This one you should be good to go. Just plot it, and then find other points that match or go with it. Maybe you'd like for me to help a little bit on this one. I don't know. So I'll help with this one right here. Okay. So let's see here. X is -2. Y is +2. X is -1. Y is +1. So I'm thinking that it is multiplying by a -1. That's what I think is possible. But that's just me trying to figure it out. Anyways, all right, so I'm going to plot -2, +2, -2, +2. There it is. Put that there. I'm going to plot -1, +1. -1, +1. Right there. Okay, so if I were to plot that line, I'm going to draw it sloppily right now. So that's the way that it's going to go. So it's going down. Notice that this first one we plotted right there. Then the next one was down 1 over 1. So I'm guessing this one is down 1 over 1. Down 1 over 1. Down 1 over 1. See how that works? Okay, down 1 over 1. So from here, this one, to find the next one, we go over 1, up 1. See how that works? Anyways, that should be it. So we could actually use any of those that we wanted to there. There you go. And that's pretty close. So let's pick a point. I'll get a different color. So let's use this point right here. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. X of 5, y of -5. 5, -5. Alright, so let's pick a different one. Let's use some kind of green color. Alright, and let's pick that right there. So I'm going to go start at the point of origin. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that was -5, -6, +6. -6, +6. Okay. You can do the same thing on the rest. Alright, and then the next assignment, which is, let's have a look-see, graphing one-step equations. This is what we did on our notes. Here's one of them. So you get to pick the x, okay? Now, what I recommend is picking simple, easy numbers, right? So for this first one, my x, I'm going to do 0, 1, 2, and 3. Why not? Right? That would be the easy way to go. So we already know in our ordered pair what our x is going to be, right? It's going to be 0, 1, 2, and 3. So all we have to do is find the y by using the rule. Okay, so -8 plus, not x anymore, right? It's 0. What's -8 plus 0? -8. The next one, -8 plus 1. I owe somebody $8. I pay them $1 back. How much do I owe now? I owe them 7, and O is a negative number. So -8 plus, take that x out, put a 2. That is -6. -8 plus, take that x out and put a 3. And that is -5. Sorry, there we go. Alright, so then we can just graph that. So I'm going to graph this one and that one, and I'm going to draw my line and be done. Alright, so I'm going to go 0, -8. Here's 0. I'm going to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So right there. The next one is 3, -5. This one right here, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plot that. And I'm going to go ahead and draw my line. There you go. Okay. Same thing with the next one. Just pick some easy x's. You know, 0, 1, 2. Oh, sorry, I got that shake thing going. 0, 1, 2, 3. You already know that your x values, right? So go ahead and get them written in there so you don't forget. All right, and then just plug in. No big deal. Let's keep looking. This is an easy one. Just multiplying by -2. Again, I'd go 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, same thing. X, 0, 1, 2, 3. And then just plug in. This one's -2 times 0. Okay, you should be catching on a little bit, I think. You want me to go back to that last one and write down real quick? This one, first one, will be -7 plus 0. Okay, so you just got to put that y there, what that equals. So multiplying by half, this next one, I would definitely do 0. Okay, and then I would do even numbers. Why? Why would I do even numbers? Because even numbers cut in half easily. Right? So I'd go 0, 2, 4, 6. All right, we already know our x's. 0, 2, 4, 6. Might as well put those in. All right, and then we have a half. This one's just a half times x, which is a half times 0. You know what that is. That's 0. And then a half times 2. What's half of 2? 1. Okay, multiplying by a half is the same thing as dividing by 2. I said that. What? There you go. So that's 2 of those pages. I think there may be 1 or 2 left of that. And then just graph them, man. Okay? And substitution and solve and roll with it. And if you can do this, then you're doing some basic algebra, which is good. Not just basic algebra, you're doing algebra.